anything that I knew I liked that I couldn't get in the US, I was like... Hi everyone, and welcome back to a new YouTube video. My name is Montana and I was an exchange student in Germany a whole year ago today, which is so crazy to think about. Today, when this is published on March 14th, will mark an entire year that I have no longer been in Germany. March 14th was kind of the Corona anniversary when everything started getting shut down, and we received our letter in Germany that we had 24 hours basically to pack up our stuff and leave. So in celebration of 1 year no longer in Germany, which is so sad, I figured I would go through all of the German items that I still have a year later. Some of these are kind of gross, some of them I think are funny. I bought way too many things in Germany, but some of them are still some of my favorite things. I unfortunately don't have every single item because I am studying at the University of Virginia, so some of my stuff is still at home, but I have a good few items. If you do like these videos, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really does help. My first item that I still have is this. It is very German. If any of you guys are from Germany, if you're not from Germany, then you probably don't recognize these, but they're these little paper books that you can get from German bookstores. This one is Faust, so I had to read Faust. I had to read Faust for my German English class in German 11. Did not understand any of it, but I sometimes like go through this book and just kind of look for words that I could learn. It's similar to like Shakespeare style writing, which kind of explains why I did not understand any of it. However, I have a few of these. They're really cheap, which I really like. This one was €2.20. Let's see if I can make it focus in. They look like this. Mine got a little beat up because I just would throw it in my backpack. But I still have these. I've got an orange one too, and they have them for really any older literature or just for school reasons, who knows. On with the theme of books, I still have this little bad boy. I owe my life to this from the beginning. I would use this so much in school because they would yell at you for having your phone out. So I bought this at my local Post-it or bookstore, and it's just a very, very small, I don't know if you can see, it's super duper tiny translation book. English to Deutsch, Deutsch to English. Pretty sure this one's messed up because it's upside down. Like if you open this, then all of the writing's upside down, so I think that they did that wrong. But I still use this sometimes. I feel like now I just use Google Translate more. Then I still have some of these. Keep in mind, it's been a year since I've been in Germany, so these things must be very old. I don't think they expire though. Maybe they do. Let's hope they don't expire, because I've definitely eaten one of these recently. Oh wait, I think I found the next. Expires 2023, so we're good, guys. This is the Fisherman's Friends mints, and they're just popular mints in Germany. The brand is not in the US. They're super duper strong and really clean your breath. I bought a ton of these things right before I was leaving because I knew I wouldn't be able to buy them in the US. Another thing, adding in a few items that I don't have here, I had this lip balm. So I can insert some pictures, but I think the lip balms that you can buy in Germany are so good, and I like the size more than in the US for some reason. They're bigger just by a little bit. So I'd been using it all the way up until a week ago, and then I accidentally, oh I'm so dumb, I accidentally put it in one of my pockets, and then that pair of jeans went in the wash and the whole thing melted. Fortunately, I don't have that anymore, but that lip balm did last basically a year post Germany. Another thing that I have is this umbrella. So my host family gave me this umbrella. It's from Samsonite, not Samsung. Samsung is a phone brand. I think it's Samsonite, and I used this the whole year with my host family because it was theirs. And then when we figured out that I had to leave and I had a day, they were so upset. I was so upset, but they were like, we were gonna get you some going away gift or some birthday gift, and we didn't have time now because we only had 24 hours, but they wrapped this umbrella up, and I kid you not, this is one of the best gifts I've ever received. I use it every single time it rains, and it's so light. I don't know if you guys can tell by me throwing that, but it's super duper light. If you need an umbrella, this one's perfect. The reason why I loved it so much is because I had a, pardon me if I'm saying this wrong, like Kanken. They're those Swedish backpacks. Y'all definitely know what these backpacks are. But the pockets are so small, and I didn't realize it's because they're built for European items. So this umbrella fits in the side because it's so much smaller than most umbrellas that we have in the United States. Another thing that my host family gave me that I don't have in my dorm room right now is this water bottle. It's clear and has like a metal top with a fabric hoop that you can put your hand through. That water bottle fits perfectly in the Kanken, so they gave me that as well to take home, and it was super duper sweet, and I still use it. I just happened to not bring it to college. Thank you so much to my amazing host family. Best people I've ever met. I miss them so much. If I think about it too much, I'll start crying. So I've already gotten those Snapchat memories of me leaving and just sobbing. Oh, it was not a good time then. Next, onto pens that I still have from Germany. Of course, I have my Fuller. I don't use my Fuller as much. This is what it looks like. Okay, so a Fuller, you can't. You're just seeing my fingers, it's fine. It's a German pen, very popular for younger students, middle school age, but high schoolers use it too. It's not as common in German schools to have a computer. You normally have to write things by hand. So in the US, I use my computer a lot more, haven't really used this as much, and I also think I've ran out of the ink cartridges. The other pen that I use every day, which I'm super sad because I think it's going to run out of ink. So it's just from the German Bundestag, and we got them for being a part of CBYX. I don't know if we got them at end year or mid year, but I use it every day, and it's one of the best pens I've ever used because it's super heavy. I don't know why. It's super random. It's kind of like when you go into a hotel and they have a really good pen and you take it, or maybe not everybody does that. Another thing that I kept that I don't have here, but I have something in replacement of that, are these books and a calendar that my host grandparents got me. The calendar was just all of these gorgeous scenes from Germany, and then the books, one of them was on Bamberg, another one was a travel book, and they were in German and English and super duper sweet. I do have this, which I just recently found at a store. So this is kind of like what those books look like, which is why I'm showing it. I recently bought this at a bookstore in Charlottesville, Virginia, and it's just a tour guide, pocket guide, insight pocket guide on Berlin, with a pull-out map. And it's so cool because it's from like the 90s, I think, and it's just very vintage looking. So vintage, I know the 90s is pretty not that old, so my mom would definitely yell at me for calling this vintage. This bag, I'm pretty sure I got at like a flea market in Germany. It's just one of those bags that comes out. Very reusable, very German in my opinion, very practical. Would recommend that everybody goes and buys one of these. I think you can get them honestly anywhere, grocery stores, IKEA, wherever you would like. This is probably the grossest item that I still have. It is a half-eaten bag of Quaxies Haribo. They are hard as heck. I don't know. Here, let's see if you guys can hear it. No, I'm not gonna attempt to chew it, but sometimes when you're really hungry, these taste very good. When I was leaving Germany, I went to Muller and just hoarded anything that I wanted. I got 5 packs of these gummy frogs because I know they don't sell them in the US. I got oh, so much Milka chocolate, lip balms. I bought so much stuff. Anything that I knew I liked that I couldn't get in the US, I was like, here's another example. This is actually a bonus item because this is not German, this is from Austria, and I bought it with my parents in Austria in February, a whole year ago. Okay, so another bonus one, this ring is from Marburg, Germany, and it's fair trade. It was one of the first purchases I ever made in Germany because it was during our language camp, and they took us to the city and I found it, and my best friend Sophia yelled at me for buying it because she was like, that's so expensive. It was 35 euros, and she was like, that's so expensive, I can't believe you bought that. but I love this ring so much. I wear it, I kid you not, almost every single day, and it always reminds me of Germany. Those are my items that I still have from Germany. I'm sure I've got a lot more, but that's what I mustered up to show you guys. If you were an exchange student, then I'm sure you understand the struggle of having all of this stuff from whichever country you studied in. Or if you're German, I'm sure you recognize a lot of these items. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bleib gesund und tschüss!